Hi, BT Cruiser fans. My name's Matt Buckman, General Manager of Gulfstream Coach's Motorized Division, and I'm in front of you today to show you two new features that we're bringing to the marketplace. The first, as you can see, is a new paint scheme we brought to market. It is a Thunder Gray, single color, non-metallic paint job. It's absolutely beautiful. To complement that, we also have gone to matte black wheels, which really accentuates the color. That's first, but the more important piece we're going to show you today is our new lithium system we brought to market. And to help me describe to you what that's all about, I have Justin from Mastervolt to help me out. Hey, Justin.
Matt, how you doing?
Hey, good. Well, thank you. Welcome.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm here today, guys, to step you through the new top-of-the-line technology with Mastervolt, our lithium system. We'll go ahead and step through all the components and show you what we're working with.
All right, folks, I'm going to step through all the various components of this Mastervolt lithium-ion system. First and foremost, we kind of have the big dog here. This is our 3,500-watt Combi Master. This is a inverter and charger. Again, it's a 3,500-watt inverter as well as a 200-amp charger. What we have up here is our Mastervolt Charge Master 60. This is a 60-amp solar charge controller. That is an MPPT unit. And then also what we have over here is another charging source. So this is a 50-amp DC to DC. This is our Mastervolt Mac Plus 50-amp. What this does is that takes a 50-amp charge source off of your factory alternator. So you're able to charge at idle of the vehicle or while you're running down the road. You have various components here. These are your bus bars. This is some fusing. This is your fuse. These are your bus bars. And then one of the most important components that we have is this little green box we have up here. This is our Master Bus USB interface. This allows for us to remote into your system from anywhere that you have an internet connected laptop, Windows-based internet connected laptop. What we do, if you ever have any issues, you're able to take that, plug this into the USB port on your laptop, and we can remote into your system and look at charging sources, blown fuses, loose connections, or whatever else might cause an issue with your system. One of the other components that you have here, you'll see these little green wires that connect every component. This is a proprietary master bus network, communication network. It communicates on a CAN open platform. And it's talking, every component that we have here is communicating with itself, making sure that the battery, the most important part of the system, which is on the other side, is healthy. So if we have an undercharge current, overcharge current, low voltage, high voltage, whatever it might be, that's going to make sure that this battery is getting the proper voltage and amperage that it needs to stay healthy throughout the 3,500 cycles that it has.
All right, folks, and on the driver's side of the coach, what you have here, this is our Mastervolt MLI 6000. It's a 6,000 watt-hour battery or 460 amp hours. This is, again, a 12-volt lithium iron phosphate. That's the chemistry that we use. And what you're looking at, again, is a single battery, so we don't have multiple batteries that we've wired connected in series or parallel. Also, so this is the only battery that has a remote battery safety switch. So previously I spoke about the Master Bus communication network. You'll see here, this is where all the components are talking to each other. This is telling the battery is telling the Combi Master, I need a charge, or I need absorption, or whatever charge state it needs to be in. And then this is where this safety relay is wired into the battery. So if the battery management system within this battery doesn't see anything that it likes, what it's going to do is it's going to tell this safety relay to take itself offline. That could happen if you run your batteries flat or anything like that.
So with other competing systems, to get that back online, it requires a very convoluted process. How does this one work?
This is a completely automatic system. If you do run your batteries flat, all you need to do is plug it into a charge source, and this safety relay will automatically open or close and bring your battery back online.
Okay, great. So talk about amp hours. What does that really mean?
So an amp hour is a measure of current. So if you have whatever it might be, a 50 amp current being pulled by your unit. So you take that math. I have 50 amps, and this is 460 amp hours. So 50 into 460, that would give you how many hours you can run at that current charge or discharge rate.
Okay. And what does this battery weigh?
This battery weighs just under 103 pounds. Again, it's a single battery. It's a 12 volt, 460 amp hour lithium iron phosphate.
Outstanding. Thank you. Now we'll go inside and look at the control panel.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks. So to help explain, how this system charges and uses energy and recharges itself, we've connected this up to 15 amp service. So can you show us what's going on here?
Absolutely. So first page we'll look at here, this is showing what our current battery charge rate is. So currently we're at 101.5 amps into the battery. Again, that's a net number, so we're pulling roughly 7 or 8 amps out for lights and a refrigerator. As Matt said, we're connected to a 15 amp circuit. So we have a neat little kind of widget built into here where we can change that to, so we're plugged into a 15 amp outlet. A standard household reset is 15 amps. If I want to plug into a 30 amp outlet, I simply go in here, I hit that check mark, and that will jump my charge current coming in. Oh, wrong page. There it is. So you see this thing building. I don't want to do that because I'm going to blow that circuit. So I'm going to go back here real quick and change that back down to 15. But that is what you can do with this system. You can pull a ton of power into the system and charge it much quicker than many of the other batteries in the system or in the industry. It's because of our industry-leading discharge rate and charge rate, continuous charge rate and continuous discharge rate.
And I can charge with multiple sources at the same time. So go ahead and start the engine. Let's see what happens. So we're connected to 15 amp shore power, and we just set it to idle.
So that's right. So as you said, we're going to start to see this climb as we start to pull a charge current off the factory alternator. So we have a 50 amp DC to DC, which is going to pull a max of 50 amps off of that factory alternator. So as you see, that jumped up to 150 amp charge current into the battery right now. It was previously at about 100. Now we're at 150 amp.
Just by going to idle.
Just by going at idle.
Wow, that's really impressive.
And even at idle, so that will increase a little bit as you drive down the road, but even at idle, you're pulling the full 50 amps out of the alternator.
And what's this time remaining piece right here?
So the time remaining, that will show you what you have left at your current draw on the battery. So we're charging at 150 amps, that's why you see dashes. But if we were to turn the engine off and unplug, it would show us, we're at 97%. It would probably show close to 2 days with no other charging sources introduced to it.
All right, so one of the last few things I want to share with you guys is some of the visual cues that we have here with the system. On your Combi Master, you've got 5 lights that light up here, and each one signifies something different. So this one right here shows that I have an AC source. That means I'm plugged into shore power. This one right here would say if I'm inverting, the light would light up. And this one says I'm charging. So as I'm plugged into AC, my charger is going. And these 3 right here show what state of charge we're in, whether it's absorption, bulk, or again, the 3 different versions of charging.
So this unit itself actually has an LP system as well. So we're firing up the hot water heater, furnace, and the cooking with LP, which does the use of the battery in the system.
It's right. So we love LP in the battery world. It takes very high. So heating elements and cooling elements are major power draws. And if we can put that into a cheap thing like LP, we love that. It takes that away from the battery.
So extends the usable life.
Exactly.
And usability. So great. So when we do that, when we put a lithium system in, we don't install a generator.
That's right.
So
I use this analogy quite often, and this really is like a generator. This is a 3,500 watt inverter, so that would mean that this is a 3.5K generator. And in relation to the generator is how big your fuel tank is in that generator. So I can run my generator for X number of hours because I have X number of gallons. Well, we have a 460 amp hour battery. That is our fuel tank to this 3.5K generator.
all right, BT Cruiser fans, this great package today is available in the 5210 exclusively. We hope to bring it out more as the future rolls on. But again, we're really excited to show you the beautiful new paint scheme that we're bringing to market, this beautiful Thunder Gray, and also this incredible lithium system that's new to the market for us. So again, thank you for your time. Appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you in the future.